Take it away.
Hi everybody on the panel and our host Mulewakeng. Shout out to everybody in the comments, everybody that's live, that's watching. Thank you for your time. Basically, my name is Max Mogodi. I'm on this platform for my company LETHABO Africa, which is a construction company. The company was started in 2010. That's about 11 years ago. It's something that I wanted to do even earlier than that, but opportunity is what eventually led me to starting the company. And then from there, I then started building a company, growth to growth, with different projects, both in private and government. But mostly my company do private work. As you know, how difficult it can be to do work with government. But we keep pushing, we keep pressing, and 11 years down the line, we are where we are today. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share as much knowledge that I've learned up to this day. And yeah, I'm ready to answer any other questions that are there, that I can share my knowledge, my experiences, my challenges. Yeah, so we can take it away. It was 3 guys. It was the guys and those 3 guys, I contacted them. Said, guys, I'm trying to get into this field. What do I do? Who do I speak to? And then one of the guys, the black guys in under those companies that were listed, is the guys that I went to go see, and we sat down and explained the tendering system and what happens and all of those things, and then what papers are required and all of those things. And I prepared those things. And then in 2011, that's when then I started tendering into the parks thing, and mostly because I didn't have experience, I didn't get the jobs. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go find another company that I can partner with, because that guy was busy even in Bloemfontein. So I'm gonna find companies that I can partner with, JV with. And then I started going to these briefings, and half the time I wouldn't get the job. But the one time there was one big job that came out, and I partnered with the right partner, and then we got the contract. I think it was over 3 years, and then we just went in and we killed the job. So, and through that process, I learned the game of construction, of building, but on a bigger scale now, because now I was doing small jobs in construction, but I was like, hey, let's see what's happening in the big game. And then that's where I learned most of the things that I used to learn now. I remember even I get director, I get PPE, and I will always be in my PPE, even till today, till this day. You go to any site I'm working on, I'm there on every site, like every other worker, doing the groundwork, doing what's got to be done. That's another point that KG raised, and it's very important. And I think people overlook that you cannot sell a product that you don't know. You know what I mean? If you don't know how many, especially even in my business, if I've bought 10 pallets of bricks and I've got 5 pallets of cement, and I don't know how much that must cover, every day. And then the fidelity cement, you must order some more. You know what I mean? So I know how much 10 pallets off the top of my head. Even some of the people I work with, they know that I can give. It's occasion. The occasions are not to do this and this and that. This is how much you need, how much building sand you're gonna need, how much plaster, how many bags cement, how many bricks. I can do that off the top of my head now, because I'm there on the ground working for the past 11 years. I've been there. So that's why yes, we can get really sharp, because Monday to Friday is let overall, you know what I mean? So weekend is time to, to relax and be that other guy. But yeah, so that's my journey from when I started in a record music business, moved to events, and moved to construction. And like I said, with construction, it was more driven about development in my hood, and I wanted to be part of development of anything that's going to come to my hood. It must find me ready. And that 10-year-old dream, trust me, it happened. Eventually, 5 years after I've been in the game, I think around 2015, when my contract for Parks lapsed with that one client, I started doing other clients. But when other projects came into my area, from my township, Randfontein, I was able to get involved because I had the right grades, I had the right paperwork, I had the experience was there. So I knew how to assemble teams, whether it's structural work, whether it's to get an engineer, it was to get a building team, to get a team that will do steel work, or to get a team to deal with roof, or, it's not just, people think it's just a simple thing that somebody can come and do start to finish, one person. No, you've got people that know what they're doing in different fields and assemble that team and lead them and complete the project successfully. So that dream eventually, like I said, 5 years into the business, then projects came into my hood and I was able to be involved. I was able to work in my township and be part of the development that's there. Even many other people in my township that now have got companies that are doing work in the same field that I'm doing, I've been able to assist them to get their paperwork right, to get, even when they go bid for work, I'm able to help them with pricing and how to structure their deals and all those sorts of things. And a lot of people are well on their way to much more success. So yeah, that's been my journey to get to where I am, and it's just nothing but hard work and learning every single day and failing. And that's the other thing that people maybe might take it otherwise. There's nothing wrong with failing. I don't take it as failure. I take it as lessons. Many of deals that I've been in that were not successful, that I failed, some have lost money, some, it happens. But I would rather, instead of pointing fingers at whoever, I look at my part in the whole thing. What is it that I did right or I didn't do right that I shouldn't repeat the next time around, And you learn from those experiences, you learn from those challenges.